Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Hello Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Merkak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that tells his truth, and much respect to the Akim out there laboring in his work, and peace and salutations to the hopefully elect that are scattered across the four corners of the earth. To you I say, Shalom. So yeah, I'm gonna make this quick. I got like 10 minutes, so let's get straight into it. All right, so as you can see here from the Guardian, it says Elon Musk Neuralink approved to recruit humans for brain implant trial. All right, company is seeking people with paralysis to test its experimental device after getting green light from independent review board. So as we know, these biblical Edomites, the so-called white men today, who was given, jurisdiction to govern the planet, is governing in opposition of the way the Heavenly Father Yahweh intended it to be. And even more than that, he's trying to outdo the Most High, by pretty much doing the same miracles as we saw our Lord Yahweh Shai did, but only doing it with his AI technology. All right. When you look at the works of this man, this is what makes him the damn devil and Satan. The Bible speaks of, in which Satan goes into being adverse or in opposition. All right. He basically duplicates everything that the Most High does, just in another way. All right. As you see here. So he's trying to heal the lame. All right. Just like our Lord Yahweh Shai did. All right. Also the blind, the deaf, the mute, the dumb. This man is even healing sicknesses such as cancer, with his AI technology. And this shows you that this man looks at himself as the God of the earth, the saviors of the earth. And this mark, or this brain chip, is another form of the mark, this man's mark, as you read in Revelation 13 and 16, where it says, and it calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, that you might not buy or sell, save you to have the mark. So yeah, in your right hand or in your forehead. So the mark is either going to be in these people's hands, dealing with a chip, or an actual brain chip, as you see here, which is going to be given to a few for the sake of healing, for the sake of miracles. All right, because he wants to be looked at as our Lord Yahweh Shai was looked at. All right. So when you go to this video right here, not too long ago, and as you can see from NBC News, paralyzed man able to walk again with brain and spine implant. So let's check this out for a quick second, just to show you the miracles that have been done by this devil on the left-hand side.
So they're speaking up well.
For more than a decade, Gert-Jan Oskam has been trying to relearn to walk. A motorbike accident in his late 20s left him paralyzed from the hips down, changing his life forever. But now, Oskam is back on his feet, thanks to groundbreaking digital implants in his brain and his spine.
After 2 days, within 5 to 10 minutes, I could control my hips.
It works like this. When Oskam thinks about taking a step, a brain implant picks up the signals and sends them to a computer strapped to his back. The computer decodes it, then transmits the signal to a device in his spinal cord, triggering his legs to move. Scientists...
So this would be considered a miracle. This is a form of healing, but done artificially, which is not authentic. You see? So when you go to Revelation, the 13th chapter, it speaks about this man doing these miracles. All right, Revelation 13 to 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast, this beast system, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast. To what beast? To the ancient Roman Empire, which goes into them trying to establish their NWO pattern after the Roman Empire. It says, which had a wound by a sword and did live, right? So yeah, after the fall of the Western Roman Empire, right, they came back into power during the time of the Renaissance, and they have not ceased to establish that Roman image within the earth. And this new digital age is pretty much going to cement that as a thing. All right, so when you go to this word miracles right here, all right, it says, and deceive them that dwell upon the earth by the means of those miracles. All right, miracles, Strong's G492. All right, sign, a sign, a mark, a token, that by which a person or a thing is distinguished from others in his own. All right, a sign, a prodigy, a portent, i.e. an unusual occurrence. Yeah, that is an unusual occurrence to be able to put a brain chip into someone and make them walk again, you know, transcending the common course of nature. Yeah, this AI is not natural at all. So let's skip down to the last definition. It says, of miracles and wonders by which God authenticates the men sent by him. Right, and this is not talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you know, but rather this is talking about Satan. It tells in the book of 2 Thessalonians 2, all right, that this man coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. You know, so this is a lying wonder that is, you know, pretty much authenticated by Satan himself. Okay. It says, or by which men prove that the cause they are pleading is God's. Yeah, because this is Satan's counsel. It's ultimately Yahweh Shema Shai, but he's using Satan on the left-hand side to fulfill his will for this damn devil Esau, because he's been set up for destruction. All right. So, Strong's definition, all right, an indication, especially ceremonially or supernaturally, miracle, sign, token, and wonder. And again, this goes back into the miracles of our Lord Yahweh Shai, all right, in which he healed the lame, you know, he healed the blind, he caused the deaf to hear, opened the mouth for the dumb, you know, and healed sicknesses, man. So this devil wants to be like Yahweh Shai. So he has a form of power in the form of his technology to do those things. So let's go to St. John 5:1. It says, the healing at Bethesda. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Yahweh Shai went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first after the troubling of the water stepped in was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. All right. So it says, and a certain man was there which had an infirmity 38 years, when Yahushua saw him lie, and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, wilt thou be made whole? Right. So the impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man, when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool, but while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. Yahushua said unto him, Rise, take up thy bed, and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath. So the point is that Yahushua healed this man, of course, after him being with this infirmity for 38 years. You know, he always went down to that pool at a certain time, waiting for the angels to trouble the water, and whoever stepped in that water would be, you know, instantly healed. And so just like that, Yahushua healed this man. He was, you know, lame or paraplegic, and that miracle was performed, and this guy got up and walked off. So this man, Esau, is trying to do that same thing with his technology. You see? This is that anti-Messiah spirit in which he wants to be the Messiah, right? Let's go to 2 Thessalonians, like I just quoted, 2 Thessalonians 2 in verse 9, where it says, even him, matter of fact, verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, Esau, Edom, Malachi 1:4, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth by the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, you see, with all power and signs and lying wonders, right? Especially due to his AI technology that he has acquired within his latter days, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, right? Because people are going to look at this man's mark, his technology, as a form of salvation at some point, and they're going to be deceived into accepting it, and it's going to lead to them being destroyed when our Lord Yahweh Shai returns, all right? So it says, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So 2/3 of our people, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, are going to suffer the fate of damnation due to you being deceived by this man's devices, all right, which were ultimately set up to control you anyway, man. All right, so it says, and for this cause, the Most High should send a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. All right, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So we're telling you that these miracles, all right, talking about the prophets, we're telling you that the chip, this brain implant, everything that this man has to offer is going to lead to you being damned, destroyed, you know. But you're going to have the 2/3 who want to follow this man all the way up into damnation, no matter what. They're going to be deceived. So we're just sent here to warn you. You know, this man is coming through with his NWO, and the Most High is going to let him do his thing until he be taken out of the way. So with that, Lord willing, you're edified until next time I say Shalom, DTA and the Bible Ball soon.